This week on your newsroom, I'm Trinity Jackson. Greek life at Georgia Southern honored 9/11 with a 5K run. Our cameras were there to capture every stride.
I'm John Wright. Suicide Prevention Week provided a lot of hope for mental health all around campus, and we give you the details.
Plus, new company Sweet Impact opened up in Statesboro. We got the backstory behind the business.
And vendors had all the goods you need at the local farmers market, and we got to know what makes this market so great.
If it matters to you, it matters to us, and it all starts right now.
This is your newsroom, with our team of reporters in the field covering the stories that matter to you. Now from the Georgian Media Group, this is your newsroom.
Hey everyone, welcome to your newsroom. I'm John Wright.
And I'm Trinity Jackson. Georgia Southern's Kappa Sigma fraternity hosted a 5K run to honor the anniversary of 9/11. Your newsroom's Mia Falcone has the story.
The Kappa Sigma fraternity at Georgia Southern hosted a 9/11 Memorial 5K on Greek Road that will benefit the Statesboro Fire Department. The event was held as a way to remember the victims and fallen heroes of the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. I talked to Kappa Sigma President Parker Hobson about why the fraternity's philanthropy wants to work towards supporting public service such as the fire department.
Well, I think it was a national tragedy for America. So a lot of people lost their lives, and that's just something that we hold nearly and dearly to our hearts. A lot of people do. So it's just one of those things that a lot of people want to help out with as much as possible.
Those who ran the 5K consisted of brothers a part of the fraternity, sisters of sororities, parents, and even dogs. At the finish line of the race, runners were cheered on by the brothers of Kappa Sigma and were provided food and water. Sophomore and Kappa Sigma member Trevor Cannon told me that he ran the 5K because he wanted to express his pride for his country.
You know, it's a great cause. We're supporting the military heroes. Came out here on 9/11 and in honor of all the people that lost their lives and the tragedy that happened in 2001. So it's a great cause. I'm proud to do it for my country.
The fraternity raised over $5,000 for the Statesboro Fire Department, and they strive to continue to help out other public service departments and military heroes. Reporting live in Statesboro, this is Mia Falcone for your newsroom.
Thanks, Mia. The Georgia Southern women's volleyball team swept the North Carolina A&T Aggies Thursday night with a score of 3-0. Georgia Southern came out swinging, winning the first set 25-19. They kept it rolling by crushing the second set, creating some great momentum heading into the half. The team kept on trucking, all gas, no brakes, going into the third set. However, the Aggies fought back, almost coming back at the end of the third set, but Georgia Southern clutched the dub, winning by 2 points with the final score of 26-24. Conversations about mental health was offered at the Suicide Prevention Week event. Your newsroom's Gracie Higgins gave a behind-the-scenes look of this event.
Georgia Southern's Counseling Center welcomed Mental Health Awareness Week with suicide prevention kickoff in the Russell Union Rotunda. The Counseling Center partnered with the Office of Student Wellness and Health to host this event. Other departments, such as the Student Government Association, Recreation Activities, and Student Academic Success Center, tabled for this event and joined together to provide a safe space for students. Each department arranged tables with prizes, pamphlets, bags, and snacks for students to grab on the go. Each table had a display board of tips and tricks students can use to practice outside of school. Some of these included making changes in their own life or seeking outside or student resources the university provides. I spoke with Tradishula Humphreys, Associate Director for Outreach and Community Engagement, who tells me the reason for Suicide Prevention Week.
And hope helps prevent suicide. So we offer hope by having these conversations, having these courageous conversations, having dialogue about mental health on campus, letting students know it's okay to not be okay, letting students know that there are places where they can fit in and belong on campus.
Students were able to speak with every department from each table for support on campus. The Access Success Center offers coaching where students can meet one-on-one with an education specialist to receive academic assistance. They also provide 15-minute workshops of interactive sessions students can engage in. These workshops advise students on study skills, time management, reading comprehension, research, and self and care personal wellness.
They do belong here, and also we want to provide like a upfront and personal experience with these offices so students can feel more comfortable.
This event was a great way for students to connect with resources on campus to better their mental health. To contact Student and Wellness and Health Promotion, call 912-478-1034 or email wellbeing@georgiasouthern.edu. This is Gracie Higgins reporting Statesboro for your newsroom.
Gracie, where can students contact the university if they might require immediate care?
Great question. The university offers same-day solutions. These last about 30 minutes and are available 8 a.m. from 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Good to know. Thanks, Gracie. Sweet Impact is a new bakery that opened in Statesboro that sells sweet treats. Your newsroom's Chloe Peacock went to show you what goes into this business.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 4.7 million new businesses are opened every year. And this year, the Sweet Impact opened its doors to the Statesboro community. The Sweet Impact has humble origins. The owner, Robert Lucas, began decorating cakes as a simple hobby, but once he began posting his work on social media to accounts that now have over millions of followers, he knew he had to expand.
This physical storefront actually started as a studio just for me to make my content that I do for social media. And people would come by all the time asking if they could buy something. So I then decided to turn it into an actual storefront and turn it into a bakery.
But Lucas didn't end with social media. In 2021, he appeared on Hulu's Baker's Dozen, and in 2023, he appeared on Netflix's The Big Nailed It Baking Challenge.
I got on the shows because of what I built from my social media. So I didn't have to audition or anything. They just reached out and said they liked what they saw. So I was able to just join the cast of these different TV shows and got to be myself and bring everything that I already knew onto a TV show. And I also did take some things away from there as well.
Lucas took all the experience he gathered from baking and running his multiple social media profiles and finally opened his storefront. Not only is he a self-taught baker, but businessman too.
So running a business isn't easy. I think I thought it would be a lot easier than it is, but it's a lot of hours that has to go into it, especially with staffing, keeping everything fresh, ingredients, also just trying to maintain my social media outside of just the business and the storefront here. So it's a really big balancing act, but it's a lot of learning, and it gets better with time. So I don't complain at all because I love it, and the goal is to do even more. So I'm going to be even busier. So.
Lucas, a Georgia Southern graduate himself, was excited to return to Statesboro and be as active in the community as he could.
So I try to do my best to reach out into the community for everything. So anytime Georgia Southern has anything, anytime the YMCA or any type of elementary schools, I always actually just give them different things. And I like to give cookies and cupcakes to different teachers at different schools because my mom was one, and I just like to show that appreciation. So I like to do that.
Chloe, what's next for Robert Lucas and the Sweet Impact?
Great question. Lucas hopes to expand his television career and open more storefronts in the state of Georgia.
Thanks, Chloe.
The farmers market was packed with people this past weekend. I was there to learn what makes the market so special. This past Saturday, the farmers market in Statesboro was a popular event for the community. A variety of goods were sold by local vendors, and there was something for everyone. One local vendor expressed how she started a business with just oyster shells.
My business is in Mattress Muffins. I've been here about 3 years at the farmers market, and I love oysters, and I've always wanted to do something with oyster shells. So about 3 years ago, I finally started making Christmas ornaments. That's how it started.
Guests browsed through a delightful selection of fruits and vegetables, sampled baked goods, and explored unique jewelry and handmade items. Another local vendor explained the importance of being at the farmers market.
Believe me, there's all walks of life that come through this market. So it's the exposure that we get to people that we might not otherwise be around, or learn things from other people that we might not be around, has been very nice.
This family-friendly event was well attended by members of the community, which made it a lively meeting place for all. The Statesboro Farmers Market is open every Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. until November. Before we go, here's some events around Statesboro this week that you don't want to miss.
Tomorrow, you can head to the Williams Center to share food, music, art, and activities at the HOLA's Hispanic Heritage Month event.
On Friday, you can head to the Hanner Fieldhouse and see volleyball take on Western Carolina.
And finally, on Monday, you can come out to Russell Union to pie an officer in the face.
Thank you for joining us this week for your latest updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at @your_newsroom.
For now, for Trinity, and for all of us at Your Newsroom, I'm John Wright, and we'll see you next week.